Good evening and welcome to the Squawk. I'm Carson Schnitzler. Tonight, Northeast Theater Director Adam Peterson comes in to talk about auditions for the newest play. Also, men's basketball coach Josh Clark talks about the season and walks through some of the film on his team's success. Finally, we will wrap up the show with the first edition of Bakin Bitz. Stick around for the Squawk. I'm here with Adam Peterson. He is the director of the Northeast Theater Program. And Adam, just to kind of start off, next Monday you guys are having your tryouts for your new play. Can you kind of talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we're really excited about it. We're doing a production this year that's called Silence. It takes place in the late 900s, so we're dealing with medieval era in England. There's a Viking in it. There's going to be swords. It's a really neat production. It's sort of a travel tale. So we have two people who are fleeing from the king, Ethelred the Unready, and he's chasing them across England. And I don't want to give too much away, but our auditions are open to the public, and we're looking for a couple specific actors, specific needs with this production. We need someone who could pass as a 14-year-old, right? And we need someone who can pass as a large warrior. So someone who'd be able to pick up other people on the stage, perhaps. So, and then there's other fun parts. You know, of course, we have the king, we have a priest, we have a princess, we have a lady in waiting. So lots of fun roles that we're looking to fill with this production.
So, kind of talk about the process that led you to getting upon this play.
Yeah, so this play is, typically we partner with the community theater for productions. This one is actually done through a class project. And we have a course called Play Production. The students learn some fundamentals of design. And then as for what show we work on, they actually got to vote. I put out some options for them, and students who are designing the course get to say, now let's do this show. Over maybe a different one that I was thinking about.
So, once auditions start and then you name everybody, when does the production really start?
So we do auditions really early because we want to know who's playing what roles, so the designers, know that as they're going through the design process. We actually don't start rehearsing until after spring break. Okay. So, and rehearsals are typically Monday through Thursday nights. 7 to 9 or 10 at night.
You talked about the design level. That kind of leads me into my next question. What work have you done already, kind of knowing that you've had this script for a little while, what work have you done already to kind of get things started a little early?
Sure. Well, the students in this play production course will pitch their design at midterm. So I don't want to get ahead of them and start designing things for them. But one student will end up designing scenic elements, one costume, one lights, one sound, another props. So there's lots of roles to fill. Early work is just things like, I know we're going to need swords, and we want this production to feel kind of real and gritty, so we're not going to use plastic swords or even try to make them. So we've already tracked down one that we need. So sometimes you have special needs that you have that you have to start tracking down.
So you talked about a couple of the roles that you're hoping to fulfill from various people. Mm-hmm. When you're doing the auditions as a whole, what are the things that you're looking for in prospective actors?
Okay, so with actors, no one's going to know the show well enough to be able to play that character brilliantly in the moment. They're not going to know the lines. They're going to have a script in their hand. So what I'm looking for are people who are willing to make choices, right? Make strong choices and just kind of run with them in the audition, okay? It's not someone who's just going to hold back and just kind of do things. So really, that's what any audition is about, is just making strong choices and going with them. They might not be the right choices, but a director will see that and say, hey, this person's willing to play ball. And then I might do some things where I kind of give people some direction, right? And I see how well they can follow that direction.
All right, I think one of my last questions that I have for you is looking on forward to this play, what is going to be something that really sets this play apart from other things that you've worked on this year and in the past?
Yeah, this season we've done a season of murder mysteries, including one coming up soon that we're co-produced with Community Theater. It's a dinner theater. But this production is just a completely different style. It's minimalistic. It's, we're going to try to make it as immediate for the audience as possible. Don't worry, audience, that doesn't mean I'm going to make you take part. We want it to kind of be in your face and gritty. It involves, a period that we've not worked with for a long time, the late 900s, which has unique design opportunities. And really, I just think the style of the script is going to feel very different from a lot of shows that people have perhaps seen us do in the past. I also want to say we enter it in something called the Kennedy Center American College Theater Festival. So a professor from another university will come, or college will come and give us feedback on the production as well. So it's a great learning opportunity for anybody involved.
Nice. So before I let you go, we in the broadcasting department put together a little bit of an audition for ourselves. And we'd like you to kind of take a look at it and see what you think of everything.
I could do that. That sounds fun.
Yeah. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's the first one.
All right. Well, typically I'd speak kind of generically, but knowing it's you, I will talk to you directly. What I would say about that audition is you have really good energy, right? And I do feel like you know what choices you want to make, and you're pursuing them. You're not holding back in your delivery of it. If I were to continue working on this scene with you, we would talk a lot about objectives and knowing what your character actually wants. Because what I'm seeing right now is you definitely have decided what tone the delivery needs to be in, right? You want to push this tone forward. But that makes it so what we see is a person whose objective is to speak with a certain tone, right? So it isn't nearly as believable as it could be. If we were to continue working on this, we would explore the scene. We would ask questions like, what does your character want? Why are they saying this? Why are they saying this? Why are they saying this? And then teach you as an actor to want those same things. And you would start to forget about how you're saying the words, and you would just start saying them with the right intent because you are naturally pursuing something.
Let me tell you the story of right hand, left hand. It's a tale of good and evil, hate. It is with this hand that Cain iced his brother. Love. These 5 fingers, they go straight to the soul of man. The right hand, the hand of love. The story of life is this. Static.
Yeah, so with this audition, I think the auditioner maybe should have pre-read the script a couple times, unless it is truly nerves. But I do see him almost trying to interpret it as he's reading it. And of course, as an actor, you always want to be prepared to know what you are, again, kind of pursuing when you are delivering the text. And when I'm doing auditions, I never put a script just blindly in someone's hand. I will give them the script before they ever go up on stage with it, and give them time to pre-read it and kind of get acquainted with things.
However, that blue represents millions of dollars and countless jobs, and so it's sort of comical how you think that you've made a choice that exempts you from the fashion industry, when in fact, you're wearing the sweater that was selected for you by the people in this room, from a pile of stuff.
Yeah, so, solid delivery. I didn't see him tripping over anything, and but I wasn't seeing those strong choices happening there, right? It was saying the lines to say the lines, not necessarily with any intent.
But in the end, it's only a passing thing. This shadow, even darkness, must pass. A new day will come, and when the sun shines, it will come and shine out the clear. Those were the stories that stayed with you, that meant something, even if you were too small to understand.
Okay, we're playing with Lord of the Rings, some of my favorite material there. And there I'm going to work with that actor and talk a lot about what's at stake in that moment, right? And we would work a lot with kind of visualization, say what is going on around you in that moment, what's going to happen if you do fail. So there would be a lot of discussions about that. And that would bring, because the emotion was relatively organic, it felt natural, but it needs to be expressed more, really, right? And that tension is going to come through exploring those imaginary surroundings and what's at stake.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have any money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills that I have acquired over a long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you, yeah, taken. Don't want to be taken anymore. What? Oh, it's not a musical? Oh, never mind.
So that's an entertaining scene. Really good voice work, right? He has a very good control over using voices that are not his natural range or tonal quality, and using it effectively for the scene. And he has good breath control as well. If I were to work with this actor further, I feel like he understands the scene. We could work to make those needs kind of more personal to him. And also, he is rushing a bit in the scene. The delivery's good. I don't want to run through it. I want to take the time to enjoy it as someone watching it.
Well, Adam, is there anything else you would like to mention before we wrap up here?
I think I forgot to mention that Monday night's auditions start at 7 o'clock. You show up, you'll use a QR code to get to a digital audition form, and you really don't have to have anything prepared. Just come as you are, walk into the room, and even if you want to just come try auditions out for fun, I encourage you to do so, right? I never have a problem with people putting on the form, I'm here for personal enrichment, I don't actually want a part. I might bug you later, though, to see if you want to help on the tech crew or with some other aspect of the production.
Well, Adam, thanks for joining us today, and we wish you the very best throughout the rest of the season with the plays.
Thank you much.
So just to kind of start off, can you give a general overview of the season?
Yeah, so I think right now where we're sitting, not even looking at records, just as far as like where we started and where we are, our growth is exponential. Where we started, we kind of didn't know what to expect. We had, to start the season, we had 27 guys. We knocked it down to 23, knocked it down to 17. And then to start the season with 17, it was a fight every day in practice for playing time. Who's going to get time, who's going to play, who's going to kind of start to separate themselves. And then we knocked it down to 15, and now we sit with 13. And as far as our guys, I'm proud of them, the way that they've put in the work and the way they put in the time to put us in a position right now we're playing our best basketball. So our growth has been a lot from where we were to where we are, and that's exactly where we want to be right now. So, yeah.
So your conference is obviously very, very tough, top to bottom. What's it like getting to see these big teams, these really tough teams like the DMACs, the Ellsworths, and see how you guys can compete with those guys and the growth that they see after those big games?
Yeah, so we said this before the season. You don't know what to expect until you step on the floor with these guys. And the first time they did, their eyes were open to it. And night in, night out in this conference, every night is tough. Every single night, it's either a ranked opponent or an opponent that has beaten a ranked opponent. So they see what it takes to play at this level, and they see what it takes to practice at this level. And coming from a high school freshman, jumping in to play 20-year-old kids, 20-year-old men, they see what it takes to play at that level. And so for them, just the experience alone is worth everything in this league, this conference. I was talking to a coach last week, and he goes, top to bottom, this is the best conference in the nation. Coaches, players, everything. So, night in, night out, you're going to get the best of every team. So I'm just proud of the way the guys have responded, the way the guys have competed every single night. It comes down to the last 5 minutes. Who's going to take care of the ball? Who's going to get the right possession, make the right read, and make the shot? So, yeah.
All right. So our press break, everything we do, when the shot goes up, we turn and check. Our next option is we get out and we're gonna run as fast as we can. So okay, on a made shot like this, guys are turning and running, they're turning and sprinting. Shot goes in. Guys are turning and running. Bryson's down the floor. Okay, so now we're looking to fill. So here's Vince, and we want to kind of keep things spread. We're going to go against an even front zone here with two guys. We want an odd front. So we're looking to kind of move it. And with Jacob kind of he'll find his opening. And then now we have numbers. So here's the half court. Once we get it past, we'll have numbers going. And now it's just a read. Okay, read and react. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 against 3. It's exactly what we want. We work on this in practice every day. Find the open man, find the right read, and Kamari hit him. Transition 3. And we work on this every single practice. And so now we're back on D, looking to get a stop, looking to go back. That shot right there propelled us into the next possession.
I think right now our freshmen are ahead of where they would be in a typical year. You don't play a lot of freshmen typically. Some nights we'll play 13 guys, and some nights we play 9 or 10. We just kind of shorten the rotation depending on what the competition brings. But our freshmen are ahead of where they would be in a normal year. So that experience will lead us to next year, where now we're going to find pieces, and now we'll add those pieces, and we'll build. And so next year, we're going to compete every night this year, but next year we're looking to really make a dent, in the national scene, and especially in our region. So I'm excited.
So on that note, now I want to talk a little bit about your sophomores. You have 3 sophomores that have been making a really big impact. What has their leadership been like, working with these younger guys and making these younger guys better?
Yeah, they've really bridged the transition from Coach Anderson to this program, and I'm so thankful that Ben and Hunter and Taco decided to stay. They've been such great assets to me, off the floor, on the floor. I can rely on them. If I need something, they're going to do it. And as far as playing time, we know we're going to get from Ben. Ben's going to knock down shots. Ben's going to be that leader that we need in the locker room, and Taco's going to be that force inside where if we need a rebound, he's going to get it. If we need a block, he's going to get it. And Hunter's kind of the utility guy. He does good things all the way around. So I couldn't have asked for anything better from those 3. Those 3 have just been a blessing to me, and I wish them the best going forward. We only have really 3-4 weeks left in the season, and there's not many home games left for them. So I'm fortunate that they stuck around. So thanks to them.
You talk about getting to that final month of the season. You look like you're really starting to get things click a little bit. You had a really nice showing on Saturday against McCook. What do you guys need to do down the stretch here to really, really get hot heading into the postseason?
Yeah, that was a big confidence boost for us. We have DMAC in here on Wednesday, number 3 or 4 team in the nation at this point. They lost a tough one to Iowa Lakes last Saturday. They're on the road again. They got to come to our house and play, and it's tough to play at our place. And the fans have been awesome. The students have been just last Wednesday. I've never seen anything like it in 20 years. It was awesome. And I just think that, that confidence boost alone is what we need to propel us. And like I said before, I don't know if I would want to play us down the stretch. We're a dangerous team, we're a tough team, and we have nothing to lose. We have freshmen that are playing the best in the conference, and we have sophomores that are stepping up and knocking out shots and doing what they need to do. So it's going to be tough to come up against Northeast late in the season. I don't know if I'd want to play us, so.
Okay, so this is our, what we call number one. We have our 5 here in the middle, and our first option coming off the 5 is we want to look here. So if we can get this quick pass right here for a little easy lob dump, we'll take that. If not, we're looking, Taco's going to come up here, he's going to set a screen, and then we have him, who's the 1. In this case, it's Vince. Vince is cutting to the hoop, and after Taco does that, typically he'll screen this way. Well, Taco finds an opening here. Good screen. Here comes Taco. Just how we drew it up. And what happens on this is a lot of times teams will switch, which they did. They stayed with the guy, and then you get a mix-up and a dunk. Good read on Taco.
Wednesday night, to see the students move from one section to the other, it was one of the coolest things I've seen at Northeast, and to see the fan support. It's free to get in. A lot of people don't know that the basketball is out here. They just think it's Northeast. It is what it is. It's a junior college, but it's Division I talent, playing Division I talent, and you come out to a game and you're going to see guys that are going to be playing on TV in a few years. So the fan support and the student support, it means so much to the guys too. So it's good that they can look out and see that support.
All right, so this play is an out of bounds play. We call it line, and really there's no play. So defenses that call this out, they think that they know where these guys are going. They have no idea. Even our guys don't really know, because what we do is I tell them the first guy goes and he finds an opening, the second guy finds another opening, and the third guy finds the last one, and this is kind of the guy that comes out. Well, as Kamari is inbounding here, which is the toughest corner to throw it in because there's no space, because a lot of the offense you want to run right here, well, it shortens that space even more. So we got Kamari hitting the ball, Luke's dropping down, Taco's coming in. Here comes Luke out with an opening. This is our first option. We have a shot here in the corner. Luke sets a nice pick and roll. Kamari finds the right read. Luke with the shot.
Bacon Bits, cause he's Guy Bitz. Bacon Bits, cause his name's Guy Bitz. Bacon Bits.
How's it going, guys? I'm Bacon Bitz, and I'm the host of Bacon Bitz. This is basically just a show for college kids to make affordable food. Alrighty, first thing that we'll be making is what I like to call the chicken bacon ranch ring. First thing that you'll be needing is a big flat sheeted pan, and you want to make sure it's oven safe too. You will be needing some bacon bits, of course. For that first episode, we have to have bacon bits. You can use any type of ranch. I prefer Hidden Valley Ranch, but this ain't sponsored, so. And then you will be needing 2 to 3 of these. I have a third one in the refrigerator, just in case. But usually you will just need 2. And I got, for my chicken, a rotisserie chicken at Walmart. It was only about $6, and it's really cheap. Or you can go with those canned chicken, but this is a lot cheaper than getting the canned chicken, which is about $10. And I'd rather not waste my money on that. So yeah. First off, you're gonna want to get some type of bowl to put everything in. Before that, you want to, if you do get a rotisserie chicken, you want to take off the chicken and everything, off the bones, if I can get it open. And make sure you get the skin off too, because you do not want any skin in that. So I will take a moment to get everything off there. We'll be right back Alrighty, now that we've gotten our chicken all separated from the bone from the rotisserie chicken, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take the chicken, the ranch, and the bacon, and I forgot to mention in the beginning that we're also gonna need cheese. So we will be needing cheese for this recipe too. And we're all gonna mix that together, and you will be needing about 1/4 of this, of cheese, and about 1/4 of bacon bits. And then I like to add however much ranch I want, but I think like the preferred is about a cup or two. But I like to add however much ranch that I want because it's good. So yes. Alrighty, now that we got that stuff put into the bowl, as you can see here, you're going to want to mix this stuff up really good. This will do. Yeah, you're going to want to mix it up really good so that ranch covers everything. So yeah, you want it looking like this. I'll come up and show you guys real quick. This is how you want it to look. It looks nice and crispy, basically. Just looks wonderful, you know? Looks like a paste. So yeah. Now next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these and put them into like almost a ring, basically, because it's the chicken bacon ranch ring. So you're gonna want to open one of these. You want to peel back right here. You always want to try to open this without trying to let it pop, so you always got to be careful. Because these are very fragile. So then what you do here is you take it and boom. See? But again, be careful. So I will lay this out and we will be right back to, and I will be right back to the point where it is laid out. So yeah. I'll lay this out and you'll be right back here. So now that we got this like this, you're gonna want to take the second one. Also again, peel it back. Again, be careful. Because then you gotta, hey, this is a strong one. There we go. Again, try to be careful as much as you can not to tear any of the dough because you will need it intact. So just be careful trying to get it out. There we go. And then you will want to lay it over the outside layer as much as you can. And we will be right back to that once I get that done. Alrighty, now that we got that laid out, we're gonna wanna take this, our filler, and put it right here. Right across our little path that we made for the filler. So we can put it in the oven. We can have something great to eat, you know? Alright, now we're gonna put these over. You want to put the ones that you put on the inside of the first ones that we put down first, so the other ones can overlap over them. Try to kind of tuck the dough in a little bit if you can. If not, it's not the end of the world. Alrighty. So yes, now that we got that, how neat and tidy it looks. So we'll put it in the oven, and I'll show you guys what times we need to put it in the oven for. Alrighty, so we're gonna want to put this into the oven on 350 for about 20 to 25 minutes. So let's preheat the oven now. So bake, start, and now it's preheating. And so we'll come back to you when that is ready to bake. Alright. Alright, so now that's done preheating. Let's take our wonderful thingy and put it into the oven. It's just that easy. Somehow it's still a difficult task. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna set a timer on my phone. Set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes counting down.
Wonderful. Now we got a timer set. Now let's wait on the thing. Okay, it's done now, so we'll take that out. Where is the oven mitts? Right here. We'll take it out. Always make sure you're wearing oven mitts when you're taking that out, because you don't want to be an idiot and burn yourself. So take it out here. Oh, it looks really good. So yeah, there it is, and basically all you do is you want to try to get a pizza cutter or something. Just cut up into individual. This could be served to a lot of people, multiple, and it's just really good. So we'll finish cutting this up. Alrighty, there it is. That's the chicken bacon ranch ring. Thank you for joining Bacon Bits tonight. We appreciate you coming to hang out with us for our first segment.
How do you like me now that I'm on my way? 'Cause I am on my way. That is all the time we have for you today. We hope you've enjoyed this show as much as we have bringing it to you. A special thanks to Tim Dietz of TC Home Furnishing for donating the couch that you see on set here this semester. TC has locations here in Norfolk as well as in Humphrey. And also thanks to everyone who has joined us tonight and beyond. And have a squawking good week, Hawks. We'll see you next week.